What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. We're here.
Can you fit this in your car?
No, yeah, you gotta put it here at Juan's house. We're gonna, you probably can't fix it. No, but it's just a little to get on the grass, right?
No, big.
We're actually working on the single cam on right now. We're gonna do the clutch bleed. Look at me, I can't even talk again. Do the clutch bleed. Look how dirty that oil is. I've never done it on that one. I did it on the brakes when I did my brakes. I got my little spoon socks there. And we're gonna start bleeding it now. I put back the interior on the car completely. It's right on it, hold on, let me go look at it. Interior, it's already put back on.
Yes.
And we're gonna bleed it. Slave cylinder there, or slave master cylinder, whatever. It goes in the tranny. I wanna see if I reroute this line too here. And I route it to the back. See if I take out this line, hold on, we'll route it to the back. Just go to the back of the intake manifold. That's just up
From the
there.
clutch?
Yeah, from there we just run it to the bottom and come out to the side.
Yeah, it's any hot there.
Yeah. I'll put you guys on the time lapse while we work on the car. I'm gonna give you guys a look at Juan's car, the S2000, with the red interior. We're waiting on the exhaust to come in tomorrow. Stock engine setup. What year is this car, Juan? It's an 02, but AP1, right? Yeah. I've been out of the Honda game for so long, and I just recently came back in, like, since I got the hatch. And this bumper's the 06, right?
Yeah.
Right,
AP2 for it.
so I want to show you guys for the rear CTR lip. This is the idea that I got from the S2000. I got the idea to get that the molding. And you can see it there. It looks very good. We have an install video coming on Juan's car. We'll put you guys back on a time lapse. Alright, so basically we're doing a gravity system. I pump it, but Juan said that the gravity leak works good, and it actually works pretty good. So basically we sucked out the fluid out of the slave cylinder there, and we're letting it leak on the bottom. And then from there we're just going to be replacing like that. But I remember back in 2012 when I did my GSR, I pumped it. Ended up that the slave cylinder was bad, but we pumped it. Now we're just putting it in there. Just giving the single cam some love. I really don't give the single cam much love.
Oh, black it is. I already did 2 times.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. Come back to you guys when it's finished. Alright, so the clutch is already bled. I rerouted the line. So you guys can see there.
Well, open it.
The line is through the back. Yeah, that's already hella clean. We cleaned it in there. Whew. Looks like you could drink out of that. The line's rerouted. I'm probably gonna get one from Wire. Gotta get one there. And it comes all the way over here. I gotta put in the computer that VTEC is not opening up on the single cam. Not like I really care. I don't race this car or anything, but it's fun to every once in a while open it up and hear the VTEC's heart. Line's rerouted. Slave cylinder's already done. We're actually on the way to the auto parts now to get some car cleaner and just kind of clean up the engine bay a little bit and clean up some of the grease that fell in the engine. And just kind of fill out the clutch pedal. We're back to do a little bit more maintenance on it.
One more.
Apparently the codes that I have have nothing to do with the VTEC. Ah, it looks really clean. Have nothing to do with the VTEC, so now I gotta figure out, because the computer is the right one for the VTEC. And I'm just kind of fixing the rear lights now. I got it working, because I actually got a ticket for the rear lights being out. I didn't even notice since I got the car back from the shop, and I didn't notice. So I'm fixing the bulbs now. I bought the few bulbs here, and this one seems to be turning on when you hit the brake, but when you turn the car on, it doesn't turn on. So maybe I think these lights, before I bought them, somebody did some tape wiring on it. I'm gonna pull them off and check out the wiring. Hopefully I can fix them up. I'll be back with you guys. So I just made it back from Juan's house. We were doing maintenance on the car. I'm gonna adjust the bumper because the gaps are kind of big. So let me show you guys what I'm trying to do. So this gap right here, the bumper's lined up, but the gap is really like wide or very big, or when it comes to here. So I'm trying to lift it up. If I grab it by the bottom and I close it in, well, it's already loose, but it'll close in there. So when I was fixing the headlights, because the headlights were all messed up, I had like 3 bulbs out. So put you guys on a time lapse to fix this, and we can lift it up because I'm trying to move this bracket here. And it's just all type of maintenance, trying to get the car ready for Week Fest in December. So I'm trying to do as much maintenance as I can to make it there. All right, so it's very dark. I'm working on the car and there's barely any light, but I wanted to finish the video since it's not that much. It's not that big of a deal. I can't even talk to it. It's not that big of a deal video. It's just me doing maintenance on the car, which I did the clutch bleed and I did the lights. But so let me show you this. So basically, this bracket here, it holds on to your bumper. If you look at this bracket here, your bumper goes in there, and then you got this bracket here too. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bend this up a little bit. I'm gonna bend these tabs down a little bit so they could grab onto the bumper there. Move the camera here. These two brackets, you see how they have an indentation? I'm gonna bend them down so they could grab onto these holes and grab them on and hold on to the bumper very tight. But I'm also gonna bend this whole bracket all the way up. Not all the way up, but just a little bit, in order to clear the gap that's here. Or not clear it, but make it tighter. Because at least for me, I'm big on gaps and having the car looking real nice and that everything lines up and all that stuff. The fender here lines up and everything just looks really good. I'm big on that. So, and I definitely got to get a light for the back here. So yeah, let's continue on a time lapse and see where, if I could get it. Alright guys, as you can see, that gap has definitely been filled a little bit more. As I put the screw on, it'll close in a little bit more, but that's what I wanted. I wanted to get at least there, which I could probably still lift it up a little bit more and just clear that gap. This makes me so happy right now. I'm with the camera a little bit here. This makes me so happy right now because I'm so huge on gaps and stuff like that. Haven't you ever seen like a nice Civic or a nice car, like, you know, you show it up or you go to a car show and everything's really painted and then they got like a huge gap here, or like the headlight gaps is like super wide, and I hate that. At least for me, I'm a big to perfectionist guy that I like to do that. So I bended the bracket a little bit up, I lifted it up, and we're closing in the gap. So let me move it up a little bit, continue with the time lapse, and hopefully close it in a little bit. Alright guys, we're checking it again, and that looks perfect. That's where I wanted it. Once I put the screw, by the way, I wanted to show you guys the screw that they use at the body shop, which I think are really good. So obviously there's a screw that goes here. Let me show you this screw. This is the screw. I don't know if it could focus. Let me see if I could tap, you know, focus on it. Well, there you go. So that's the screw they use. It's like a very sharp tip on it, and it has a like a hexagon type back. And man, I'm so happy. I wanted to clear that gap so much. So once I put in the screw and it tightens up, this is what we're looking at. Obviously, if I wanted to maybe bring it down a little bit, but that just looks way better. Thank God. All right, let me go ahead and put back that screw and I'll come back to you guys. All right, so it's done. Let me show you guys how it looks. And this is the final product. Let's see if I can get some focus in here because it's nighttime and the light is like the worst. There you go, we got some focus. So the light is on, and this is the line up here where it meets and it goes out this way. This is how it looks. I love it. I also did it on the other side and it cleared up amazing. I mean, it actually closed it up amazing. I think it looks perfect. I think it looks perfect. So just kind of putting everything back now, putting back the other side. I love how this camera just, this G7X, if you guys are vloggers, let me tell you something about this camera. So if you guys are vloggers, if you guys are getting into vlogging on YouTube and all that stuff, G7X is the best camera you want to go to, because even if I step out of light here and we look at the car, look how good that looks. And the light is all the way up there, and I'm actually covering it with my head. Look how good that looks. So if you're getting into vlogging, if you're getting into like doing YouTubes, or even just doing YouTube videos, whatever it is you want to do, DIYs or whatever, G7X is the best camera you could get. In my opinion, it's one of the best cameras you could get for vlogging. It has a flip up lens, a little screen that you can see yourself, and that's why I keep looking up, because I'm seeing myself. And then obviously you look at through here, which is some of the mistakes, one of the mistakes that the vloggers make, or whatever, whoever has a YouTube channel. But G7X, it's worth every penny. It's a small camera, but you're looking at like $600 to $700. But it is the best vlogging camera, autofocus. To me, it's been nothing else. It's been perfect. So let me go ahead and put back the other light, and I'll give you guys a final product, and we'll end the video here, because this video was just kind of, I wouldn't say kind of short, pointless or anything like that, but it was just doing maintenance, and I wanted to keep continuing. I want to keep continuing bringing the content. I want to bring you guys consistency, because I'm always working on the car. I'm always doing stuff. And even if you're not doing big stuff, you're tackling little stuff like that, which to me makes a huge difference than instead of putting anything else in the car. I'll come back to you guys. All right, guys, so it is done. The back is already done. It's officially done. I put back the lights. I put back the bumper, and everything looks mighty fine. Give it a once look again. The other side looks exactly the same, and it just looks perfect in the back. So at least for today's video, which took me about 2 days to do, we'll be done. I'll see you guys on the next one. Remember to subscribe and hit the thumbs up. I'm trying to get the channel to 3,000 subs. We're at 2862, and I want you guys to hit the thumbs up. Hopefully we can get the channel to 3,000 this year. I'll see you guys on the next one. Remember to never let anyone tell you what to do and what not to do. Remember to live your dream. Let's go.